baby, shooting off arrows is always a good thing on a Oh man,
On
I
a
get that.
Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
This is what happens here. This is what happens. I get my days crossed up, my weeks are crossed up, my months are crossed up. It is Tuesday, isn't it? Well, yesterday was Sunday. That's why today is Tuesday. I am your shepherd alongside that Commissioner Rhino and alongside the War Chief. We've got our first, yes, baby, yes, our first NFL mock draft of the 2026 season. Damn, we are excited for this. Yeah, this is draft season, man. It's draft season, free agency season. Why is this all important? It's super important. Aside from just loving it, it's important because this is how this is the future of the game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, yeah, there's no other way to really. That's the best way to describe it. This is the future of the game. Now there's going to be a lot of players that are going to be selected into the future of our game. Not very small percentage are going to pan out. That's the bottom line. What are we going to do? Not only do we want to look at all these players for who they are coming out of college, we need to. What we are attempting, and I think we're getting good at it too. No, I know we're getting good at it. We're attempting to project. I know. We're attempting to see exactly how they fit into the big piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And from there, it only makes us better with the game that we play. It's as simple as that. So yeah, we're gonna get into that mock draft. We're gonna we should, we'll bang that out or not bang it out. We're not gonna take too long. We should get into some news and notes.
Yeah.
The tags that
Interesting news coming out today.
yeah, pitchers
Yeah,
and catchers.
some big news, in my opinion.
Pitchers and catchers are reporting. Yeah, no. News and notes are always important. We got to stay up on top of that. The tags that aren't flying around or possibly going to be slapping meat. And yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to be live here with you, gentlemen. Hope everything's good on your end. If you're watching us for the first time, if you're listening to us for the first time, do us just a small little favor. Like and subscribe to the Fantasy Goats YouTube channel. We're working really here for you. Again, dude. I know these guys love it. I love it. But yeah, we're here to just provide insight, passion, drive. And without further ado, with the second pick in the 2026 NFL draft. I mean, unless you want to throw some sort of monkey wrenched curveball.
No.
I mean, that's let's get this bad boy up. Let's get the bad boy up here. The mock draft simulator compliments by PFF, who we use on a regular basis for advanced data metrics, but they do all this stuff. I mean, it's not just they're following the collegiate prospects for the same reasons that we are, because this is the future of the NFL, like I said before. So yeah, so let me just lock this guy in. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's like, barring something unforeseen, right? I mean, like barring something ludicrous, right? This is the Raiders' first pick.
This is the pick.
Yeah, this is.
It's Fernando.
I'll take 15 seconds just to keep raving on about this guy. Man, just the more I watch, the more I like. Super accurate. Like I've been saying before. Underrated athleticism. I think a lot of people are not focusing on how athletic he is, how much he's ran the ball at Indiana, how much he made plays for Indiana, not just throwing the football, but move around the pocket, great pocket awareness, and rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. I mean, I think he's better than we even think he is.
Yeah, it's funny because going through the rookie wide receivers, Surratt and Cooper, and watching the films, you see a little bit more of it, how good he actually is.
Now that he's put under more of a microscope,
Mm-hmm.
right? Look, I'm going to defer to you, gentlemen. I'm going to defer to Tom Brady. I'm going to defer to what the analysts have been saying from day, since this was happening. That he's the best quarterback in this draft, and wouldn't you know it, the Raiders happen to need one. Ooh, look who it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. J Baby, what's up, J Baby? Look at this guy. He's coming in for the prospect shit. This is what we do for the J Goat.
Yes, sir.
What to do? And the Raiders, I think Nando is great. He's a winner and plays amazing at the Raiders O-line. The problem, though, well, I want to hear a little objection.
Okay, so this case, let me address this real quick.
I don't mind this. Yes, please.
Is okay. So you got to look back at last season, right? They had a shit ass offensive line coach. They didn't have JPJ playing the right position. Colton Miller was out for the year. They didn't play their rookie Carlos Rogers, the guard, until last 4 weeks of the season, last 5 weeks of the season, like that. And he's one of the highest graded guards in the NFL. They do need to fix some things. Alice Kappa is not going to be there, so the turnstile won't be there. So the old line needs some help, but it's not as bad as people think. And then to add to that, it was freaking Ginty and the freaking GM that was getting the office line together towards the end of the season last year and looking at film and making adjustments. Yeah, not freaking Pete Carroll's damn self. So
if the right patchwork is done, in my opinion, the offensive line could be vastly improved. The if is the challenge, but we've seen it before, right? We just saw it with the Seahawks. We've seen it with the Eagles. Well, the Eagles, we've seen it both ways recently, right? We've seen it get really good, and then we've seen it kind of like implode. And why does lines implode? For various reasons. One of them being injury, the other one being
sniper.
I told you we were going to be excited. I told you. Look how excited he is.
So the Raiders were bottom 5 offensive line. Even if they jumped to mid around 15, 16, that's going to be an improvement. And they got a good offensive line coach.
I've heard rumors of the Raiders potentially throwing the bag at Linderbaum. I think that would absolutely change the face of the Raiders offensive line right there. I know a lot of people are like, well, JPJ should be playing center, but when you got a top 3 center available in football, you kind of can make it work with JPJ playing guard. But we'll see how that goes. Like I said, big day as far as transition tags and franchise tags, and we'll know more later. But I wouldn't mind seeing the Raiders try to make that move.
More will be revealed, and I think we all live in a world where we want that shit instantly. We want it right now. We want the team to be 10-7, 11-6, making the playoffs. Fernando Mendoza, Super Bowl MVP. We want this right away. Look, let's stack
baby steps.
Let's stack some games. Yeah. Let's stack some wins, and then we'll all right, War Chief. You're on the clock, War Chief. You're on the clock because I want this to be completely unbiased.
Okay. Well, I mean, the Jets need everything, but everything is not one pick. Positional value. If positional value didn't matter, I would take Caleb Downs, but positional value does matter, and the pick is going to be Arvell Reese. The highest upside defensive player out of everybody could be the next Micah Parsons / Levante David. Amazing player, has a super, super high upside, and they're going to build their defense around Arvell Reese.
I know that Jet fans want Arvell Reese But now there's also a little bit of there's more of a conversation that's taking place for David Bailey as well.
Yeah.
David Bailey being the more proven, could step onto the field day one, start, and knows the position. Where Arvell Reese might be a little bit more of the project, might be more of the cut from the mold of linebacker as opposed to rushing the quarterback. Look, this is the way I look at it. And yes, there is going to be a little humor attached to it because yes, it is my hometown team. If the Jets want Arvell Reese to succeed, they should take David Bailey. All right. If Arvell Reese gets drafted by the Jets, that's where it'll bust. And David Bailey will wind up being will go to maybe the Titans or it's probably the Titans. They're going to take whoever the Jets don't, I think. And they'll wind up succeeding. So whoever we do choose, if it's David Bailey that we choose, he'll be an immediate impact starter. He's going to be very, very good. Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate, right? I mean, we draft well, but guess what's going to happen in like 4 years from now? We're going to trade him. We're going to trade him for picks because we're in the cellar. That's what's going to wind up happening. And Arvell Reese is still going to wind up going on to be a very, very good player with the right organization. So, yeah, I like Arvell Reese. I like that potential. I really do. The versatility. There is this growing, and when I say growing, it's growing. Dialogue for David Bailey it might be the better pick for the Jets immediately. We're going to find out
in the mock drafts right now out there. Like Jeremiah and some of the Bucky Brookses you've seen it flip to David Bailey, and it might be who does better at the combine and pro day.
Then it's going to be Arvell Reese.
Yeah,
Arvell Reese is a crazy athlete with a crazy height, weight, speed combination. I mean, it's going to be Arvell Reese. There's no way Arvell Reese is going below 2. I love David Bailey too. Like I love David Bailey. I kind of wish he's there at 13. Kind of. I kind of do. I don't think that's going to happen, but
no.
I think Arvell Reese is the easy choice here.
I mean, they both come with really good pedigree. Right, they play in power conferences, right? You guys, know this better than I do. It may also not just come down to the combine in terms of the testing, like the actual combine could also come down to when they get together with these guys, right? When they talk with these owners and these managers, when they talk to these people. That's just as important. What a Mr. Bakes, baby, Mr. Bakes. Yes, there he is. There he is. Mr. Bakes is in the lab with a pen and a pad. All right. That leaves us with the Cardinals making their third.
They'll pick Spencer Fanu of Utah tackle.
This is the offensive. Yes.
Yeah, they need to get their offensive line short up.
Moaga, who?
No, Spencer Fanu.
Fanu.
Fano.
Okay. All right. I'll find him. I'll find this guy. Fanu. Yeah, they're most likely.
Fano. Fano. There we go.
There you go.
And don't reference PFF and that. I see PFF has him as ranked as the 18th prospect. These 3 tackles are right there with each other.
Yeah.
The tackle from Miami, Francis Mugwa, he's also up there, and Caleb Lomu was up there as well. His teammate at Utah. It just depends on what their preference is. I think they will lean towards Francis only because he's a more power player, but I don't think they could be wrong with any of the 3.
Nuh-uh. And they need all the help they can get.
I think Daniel Jeremiah actually had a he had a funny expression or metaphor, whatever the hell you want to call it, for these guys. What the war chief is describing, they're traveling together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're traveling together, and I don't think that means traveling in a car. It means like they're basically being looked at together. They may be going off the board around the same time together. Like it's these guys are traveling together. Okay, Rhino. One of my personal favorites is head coaching the Tennessee Titans in Bobby Saleh. Bobby Saleh is going to turn this team into some sort of wrecking machine. The pick is yours.
I just went Arizona, but I'll
okay.
go Tennessee.
My
They'll go
apologies.
Bailey.
They're gonna go with David Bailey. Yeah, they're gonna take one of these guys, especially if Arizona is going to take an offensive tackle, which we think they are. All right, I'm on the clock. Jimmy Burt Harbaugh is on the clock. This really has become almost a luxury pick, which is kind of crazy, right? This is like now since he's in New York running the show, this has kind of become a luxury pick. No one thinks of this team as a 3-win team right now. All right, so with that in mind, now where does Harbaugh draft? What does he do? What do the Giants do?
Not wide receiver, guarantee you that.
Now, do the Giants do they go and get some help for Jackson Dart, and do they go and get some help for Malik Neighbors to play alongside Malik Neighbors, or do they want to go and get somebody for the secondary?
They need secondary and offensive line help.
Okay, so let me. That's the need. War Chief. Are they going to draft what they need, or are they going to draft the best player on the board?
Yeah, I think they draft the best player on the board. I do agree with you in the sense that they do have decent enough stop gaps in between. They could certainly go offensive tackle here. It's not like they have 2 offensive tackles. It's not like Andrew can stay healthy all the time. They could go with the best corner available. But I like in this case, even with with Wan'Dale being a free agent, I like them taking the best receiver available. And that's just however they decide who it is. But I would take Carnell Tate here. Opposite me of Malik Neighbors.
And the New York Giants select Carnell Tate, Ohio State.
Give Dart all the help he can get.
Me personally, I'm torn. I'm still torn. And the good news about that is we have plenty of time, Sniper. We have plenty of time to get into whether Carnell Tate is going to be an absolute fantastic smash in year 1 for fantasy. We have time to discuss whether or not we've got other fantasy players in this draft. But right now, I don't like, okay, so for Carnell Tate as a wide receiver 2 is most likely eventually an upgrade from Wan'Dale Robinson. Most likely, especially if we're going with where he came from, Ohio State, the factory. At the same time, I really like the idea of having another Nick Emmanwori. I like this idea of now all these teams they're transferring from 2 safeties or 4 DBs to now the big nickel.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to pay. John Harbaugh likes his safeties. You know this, but I'm kind of torn. I haven't made up my final mind yet here for the Giants. What do you think?
This is 1.0.
Yes.
I was debating whether to put a 1.0 because technically, we all know this is the first. Mr. Bakes is weighing in with some fire insight. Spencer Fano is not the right hole they need to plug first, but I understand since he fell in this mock, I would say the Giants take Fano way earlier.
Essentially. They say, like Shepard said, I think it's a luxury pick. It's whoever they feel is the best player available for them. I don't think they necessarily, they do need positions, but, you can't go wrong with anybody they select.
Caleb Downs would be nice in this spot too.
Could live anybody.
You know that this is John Harbaugh's highest draft pick. Think about it. Considering it's really it's the highest he's ever picked. He's excited about it. He says him in an interview with Mike Francesa. You know, Mike and the Mad Dog, formerly Mike and the Mad Dog. Mike Francesa, legend in New York. Anyway, yeah, no, he said he's a legend of sports talk radio, right? You know you've heard of Mike and the Mad Dog, no?
I still Mike. I know still the Mad Dog.
You know this.
He was on on ESPN, and I don't like him.
Yes, no. There's still both. They used to be the radio legendary anyway. So yeah, he was in it. He's like, this is the first time he's ever picked this high. He's excited. I like where Mr. Bakes is going because again, look, we know this is going to be trench warfare. We know we got to protect Dart. We know that we need a running game. The running game doesn't operate without a good offensive line. We know this. We've seen this. How many blue chip offensive linemen go in day 2 or day 3? I mean, you could find them, I suppose, right?
This year, especially, this is a deep draft for offensive line.
It is.
All right. My bad. I just saw you guys took them at 3. I feel like Arizona trades back from 3.
They might. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be?
In this draft, we're not doing any trades in this draft right now.
Wouldn't that be the Arizonian thing to do, though?
It would be.
That team is just on my last nerve.
All right, Cleveland. Who's Cleveland taking, Jax?
They are going to take Francis Mauigoa from Miami. They need offensive line help bad.
Francis Mauigoa.
Mauigoa, yep.
Mauigoa.
Lowly.
Francis Mauigoa. Francis
It's
Mauigoa.
The pick
to the
is
Browns.
in. They don't have anybody under contract.
Nobody.
Like I'm not even. I wish I was joking.
Not joking.
I'm not joking.
I know.
What a sad state of affairs, that organization. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, check out some of our off-season divisional outlooks for every team, each division. We've got 3 of them posted, I believe. We got the Rhino, we've got the North, AFC North, NFC North, and we've got the NFC AFC West.
AFC.
Look at that. No, I didn't even write it down. Yeah, check those out. We got more rookie content coming out too. Goats, don't forget. It's all for you. All right.
So
it's the Commanders.
The Commanders.
So
I think this is where Caleb Downs goes.
Okay.
Right here.
Hey, they could go pass rush. They could go safety. They need defense.
They could surprise everybody and pick Jeremiah Love.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it did cross my mind, but their weakest link was their defense last year. They need to shore up that defense, and the defense is old. They got a lot of older players. So
the Commanders were absolutely bottom in defensive metrics. Bottom defense.
They had a burnt toast like logo next to their name.
Yeah.
They like every player on that team, no matter if there was a linebacker, a corner, or a safety, was burnt toast because they only played man coverage. They got burnt by everybody.
That's funny.
Washington burnt toast.
I would love to find. I need that because I'm picturing it and I'm just laughing. Like my Gino with his head screwed on backwards. I need that. I need to find that.
No, this is when I knew that they were burnt toast. Okay, this is exactly what I knew. They played Seattle like week 6 or week 7, and it was when everyone was like, Seattle for real, not blah blah blah. I think JSN and Cooper Kupp and all them dudes were. I think Sam Darnold started the game like 15 for 15 or 16 or 16. They burnt toast all over the field. They need Caleb.
Yeah. Not to say that they couldn't use or like their running back, that position shouldn't be addressed. So, but I definitely I don't know if I would. I think I would look to address it in free agency as opposed to drafting Jeremiah Love here. Although I do see that direction. They're gonna have to address running back as well. Nothing else, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe offensive line, maybe maybe running back, maybe another wide receiver. Although I doubt that, depending on what they do with Debo.
But they get a wide
Scary.
receiver later on. Later on, this is pretty
They
good.
could, yeah, I'm sure that, yeah, you could probably do that. Absolutely. All right, now this is the big boy pick. This is what's going to separate the men from the boys and the boys from the goats and everything else in between. The Saints are on the clock. According to PFF, by the way, their needs are wide receiver, guard, and DL. Well, you tell me, where are they going? Who they drafting here?
I see too many drafts with the lemon going there, so I don't want that to happen because I want I want him to fall to the Rams. But I've also seen mock drafts where Jeremiah Love gets picked right here, but I think they're best for Reuben Bain or Eloni, the guard.
Not go Reuben Bain.
Reuben Bain it is, ladies and
Reuben
gentlemen.
Bain.
Reuben Bain, the edge off of from the U, Miami U. All right. I mean, I think they should get excited about this. This should add some juice. This should infuse their defense, which we know is old as well. That DL is ancient at this point. I wouldn't mind Jeremiah Love here either for a couple of reasons. So I could see them making the splash play. But I will say this though. Bain fell crazy. Yeah, Bain, he fell that. We're only on pick 9, pick 8, Bakes Goat. I don't know if he fell. We're gonna see. Again, this is only the first one. I could see Bain going to Tennessee as well. I will say this. Depending on what the Saints do is telling, right? If they pass on Jeremiah Love and don't do anything in free agency, then we know what the Saints are planning at running back moving forward. We know that. So that's why it's very telling. If they don't do anything in free agency, which they shouldn't, except for maybe release Alvin Kamara, but I don't think they're going to do that either. And they don't draft Jeremiah Love, that means they're going in with Alvin Kamara. And Devin Neal. That's correct. And that leaves us with the Chiefs. I mean, War Chief, this is like okay, this is what everybody expects, Mr. Bakes, right? Bakes Goat. Are the Chiefs going to take Jeremiah Love? Are we all going to be in heaven? Are we all going to be dancing and hugging each other? Oh yeah, Jeremiah Love with the Chiefs.
No.
Yes.
No.
And Jeremiah's gonna fall because we know the Bengals aren't taking him.
No, because this is the real world. This is not this is not Madden. Like we're not putting Jeremiah Love on Patrick Mahomes because it works in Madden. That's not how things work. This is actually a tough pick though, because I really don't know which way to go, because they're going to lose Trent McDuffie, or they're going to replace Trent McDuffie. They need offensive line help, and they can use an edge rusher, so they could really go a lot of places here. I'm going to go with. I might get rid of him too. I'm going to go with they take. Go with David Bailey. That's what we're gonna go with.
David Bailey, we drafted.
Did you pick already? Oh,
yeah.
We did pick David already.
We sent David.
That makes it even easier.
We sent David Bailey to Bobby Saleh to be violent.
Well, my bad. We're gonna take Mansour Delane instead.
All right. Now I'm subscribed. This to me would be the right move. It really would be. Kind of resetting at that position. So you gotta offload some money, right?
Yep.
You're gonna offload some money, draft another guy. They do pretty well when it comes to their DBs. There's the defensive coordinator hasn't changed. The system hasn't changed in that respect. And yet, look, the Chiefs are also infamous for being able to, draft a running back and develop that running back and let him get within the system. I know we all want Jeremiah Love, again, for the fireworks that we think. I don't think that's going to make the Chiefs better. I don't think we're there yet. We're not there yet, but to me, this would be a good piece to add now. If not, I think you were alluding to it, War Chief. If not, it would be it'd be somebody else on the defensive. Maybe this guy Sonny Styles. Maybe maybe a Peter Woods.
Yeah, maybe Peter Woods. Like I said, I think they could even take the other offensive tackle from Utah. Lobu. There's a lot of places they can go.
As a matter of fact, here. As a matter of fact, now that we're talking about it, I think we're going to send Peter Woods to the jungle.
Yeah, makes good sense.
Where any mock draft that I'm part of, Mr. Bakes, there will be no Bengals offensive skill position players being drafted.
No,
Not
but
one.
I was going to say, a la Vega Leone, guard.
For the Dolphins?
No, I was going to say for the Bengals.
Oh, no, they said no offense needed. we need 9 draft picks.
So then for the Dolphins, I'd do the a la Vega Leone. How'd I do?
Just say Vega Ione. That's where you go. Just Vega Iona.
I tried.
All right, and he's a tackle, right? Or
he's a guard.
He's a guard. Oh yeah, mother. This is what happens here when we're looking for Vegas. Vega.
IOL.
IOL.
Yeah.
IOL.
No. So just put hold on, I got you.
Like, how about
put in the search bar.
Exact spelling.
Yeah, put it in the search bar.
OLAIVAVAVE.
No, you make it too difficult. Just put it IOAN.
IOAN.
There you go.
Right there.
There you go.
Right there.
Jesus Christ. From Penn State, baby. All right.
He's a stud, man. He's a stud.
He's from Penn State. He's got to be. Is Tyone gone? I wish you were able to see Bakes. What the why? Here, let's give the board here to Mr. Bakes so he can see the board. See this board?
Who may you be referencing, Mr. Bakes?
All right. Look who it is up at pick 13, 1 of 2 in the first round. This is the Atlanta Falcons pick. What are we doing?
Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles is the easiest pick.
Yeah.
To the Cowboys every single time.
Yeah.
It's the Cowboys, not the Rams. I thought it was the Rams.
Oh, not yet.
Also, Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles is a dog, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
He's a dog. I like it. I want a dog. I want the Cowboys to have dogs. Tyson. All right,
no, not yet.
What do you mean? You're up, right?
About Jordan Tyson.
You're drafting Jordan Tyson.
Oh, no. He's talking about Jordan. No, Jordan Tyson hasn't been picked yet. No.
You're talking to Bakes code. All right. I got you. Let's go with
the Rams. If Mekhi Lemon's going here.
Stop drafting what you want and draft what they need.
All right.
Is that
No,
really the pick?
Yeah, Makai Lemon's the pick. He picked Makai. I'll get it next time.
Yeah, I mean, you got another
No,
one.
you good. I'm just saying that's who they might pick. I don't think they will. I would love it though. You know.
No, I mean I would love it too. Just in the back of my mind, I'm like.
But I'm just okay. I'll preface it this way. Let's say they do go out and trade for McDuffie, or they sign Jalen Watson or Taylor. There's another Carlin Britt, a DB, right?
Taylor Cambritt.
Yeah. Then they could have the luxury of getting a wide receiver 3 for this year, but then wide receiver 2 probably for next year. I don't think they go tackle this early.
They're not going to tackle at all. That is not a need.
No, McClendon did good. Yes. So my guess would be if they don't get
I want you
a DB in a trade or free agency, then I think they go Makai Lemon.
I want you to think like Sean McVay thinks. I want you to think like Les Snead and how he thinks. Okay.
Well, they tried to trade up last year for Tet. And they tried to trade up for Warren. They tried to trade up for Brock Bowers. They have a need. They have a need for a solid wide receiver 3 for this year who could turn into a wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 1.
Seriously, right. If we are thinking like Sean McVay, the answer is Makai Lemon. It is. That is 100% the truth.
Now, looking at the rest of the board, based on how they rank Lemon versus Tyson versus maybe this one Boston interviewed and gets the system a hell of a lot faster than the other two. Wouldn't it make more
upside compared to Denzel Boston or even Jordan Tyson? Way too much, and that's just my view. I could with Tate, Tyson, and Lemon, they're all interchangeable. They're all interchangeable pretty much for wide receiver 1. But depends on the person on the team's preference. I like what Makai Lemon can do. You don't need he doesn't need an accurate quarterback. He saved Jordan Maeva freaking ass a lot of times last year for Trojan. So,
but you see where I'm going with it, right?
Yeah.
Like I think this is where they take I think this is where they make an examination. They're going to take a look at the players that have been drafted in a short amount of time, and then they're going to take a look at the rest of the board below them, and knowing that they have another pick. And okay, if only one wide receiver, and we've got these guys batched together pretty similarly, we could probably get this dude with our next pick based on positional scarcity and go grab QB CB2 or let's go grab safety 1, safety 2 at this point.
They're good at safeties. It's the defense.
So DB2 since one's already over.
If they don't go McCoy Lemon, then they would go McCoy.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And really for the simple fact, A, they do have a second pick in this draft, which is fantastic if they decide to use it even. And B, yes, of course, we all are thinking about Devontae Adams' replacement in 2027. So yeah, would it make a little bit of sense to get this guy now? But then what about next season?
Yeah, because they could go McCoy right here, then go Casey Concepcion at 29.
If that's who they have, right? Let's remember Sean McVay. This is the same group that drafted Puka in the 5th. So they let's give them some credit too.
I understand what you're saying, but knowing my GM and my head coach, they're taking Makai Lemon.
Yeah,
they are 1,000%.
Oh.
They want the one thing that the Rams do not have, and they have not had for a very long time, is an actual first round talent. They haven't had. I'm sure they haven't had that since Todd Gurley, and they've been trying to get one for years. But this is the only opportunity that they have.
They got Matthew Stafford in the trade.
I know, but we ain't gonna have Matthew Stafford forever. Unfortunately,
That's a personal talent. Kyron Williams is playing like he was a first rounder back in the day. No, I get it. All right. Is it going to surprise me? No. But now I'm curious to see what they decide to do now later on. What you guys decide to do later on. Let's put the Ravens on the clock. Jesse Minter and the Ravens. They need some things. Where are they going to go now?
well,
Hey,
I'm surprised one of their needs is not corner.
I know.
I think they need Cassius Howell if he's the best edge available.
He's a dog.
Or Keldrick Falk. I think they need Keldrick Falk. That's what I think. Or do they need Caleb Banks as much as they need a Keldrick Falk? Probably not. Now again, I don't know these dudes. I'm only looking at it from
the dude from Texas A&M.
I'm only looking at it from the prism of need right now. I don't know what these guys look like. That's what you guys know what these guys look like.
So Cassius Howell is a more finished product. He's older. He's been around a little bit longer. It's going to be whatever the Ravens prioritize. If they want more of a project guy or a younger guy, they'll go with Keldrick Falk. He's 20. He won't be 21 until September, so he's fairly young. I know they have, Mike Green there, and who else do they have? There's some other guys there, but I think they would prefer to go probably with Cassius Howell, or you already picked him, Cassius Howell, just because, like I say, he's older, more finished product.
And he's more,
anybody.
He has more than one move to get to the quarterback. You know what I mean? He's a more polished player than
a lot more seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
Any
and
guy,
you're top, man.
Any dude with the name Cassius is all right in my book. That's what, any guy named Cassius. When you're gonna name your kid Little Jordan, and when you're gonna name him Kobe, Cassius, they're all right. They need an edge. Odua left a hole once he left. Yep. Guess who's up on the clock? Them Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is an interesting pick.
It is.
Todd Bowles and that shaky defense last season. They got some good skill position players. We do have some info. We do have some news to talk about regarding Mike Evans. Let's put that on the side for now. They're gonna try to rehab Bucky. They probably Rashad White's gone.
Yep.
The wide receivers are good. Do they go with a tight end? Do they like K-9 enough, or they need offensive line help as well?
Yeah.
What's the move here?
Jamon McCoy. I think is the best move.
Jamon McCoy out of Tennessee, the Volunteers.
Yeah, just because Jamel Dean is a free agent. I'm not sure if they're going to re-sign him, so I'm just going on the basis that they don't re-sign him. So they need that person to step in right away.
Absolutely.
And he's probably one of the best DBs in this class.
Dun, 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 dun.
The Buccaneers are not going to take Jordan. They have a surplus of wide receivers.
Yeah, no, that's one thing they don't need. They don't need wide receiver. I want them to get younger. I want them to get more athletic in the secondary. I'm okay with this. Worry about getting another team off the field. Right? Worry about that. Then the offense will come together a little bit better. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, look who's on the clock. Woody. Woody couldn't resist picking up the phone at this pick with this guy staring at him in the face. He won't be able to resist it. The meddling, micromanaging clown won't be able to resist it. And all presuming, or maybe not even whether he gets tagged or not. I'm hoping that Brees Hall does not get tagged. That'd be an insult. Let him go. Let him go. That's biased. If they do let him go, then welcome to Gotham. And that's the need. And he's probably the best player on the board. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let him
All right,
pick.
so-
Go ahead. Him and Garrett Wilson and what is a pretty decent offensive line. Not terrible as constructed right now. Not terrible.
I think the Lions go DB. I think they go Avion Terrell.
Man, I tell you what, they would just keep taking swings and misses, man. Not
Yeah.
that Avion Terrell would be a miss, but I feel like they've been drafting corner for so long and it hasn't been working out.
This is real pedigree, isn't it, Avion Terrell?
Yeah.
It is.
This is genetics. I think I could so see this. I could absolutely see them drafting Avion Terrell. If he's anything like his brother, he'll be pretty good. Oh, the freaking Vikings are on the board, and we just sniped. The Jets sniped Jeremiah Love right away from the Vikings because they need a running back also. But what they don't need, I'll tell you what they don't need. They don't need any wide receivers. They don't need much on defense unless it's going to be for depth. Center. You want to go offensive lineman? Who?
No, I actually like two spots for them here.
All right.
I do think either their picks are defense. I think they're going to get rid of both of their aging defensive tackles. I do think the pick is Caleb Banks here.
Yeah.
Jonathan Allen and Hargrave are too much money.
So you do want to give them a lineman. All right.
Yeah, I'll give them a defensive lineman.
Yeah, look, let them force pressure. I'm all for it. That's why you guys are more of the talent evaluators. Mike Evans is probably gone. And so is Godwin. You have Emeka Buka, McMillan, and Toothpick Johnson. You don't like the Tesonator? Maybe he puts on a little bit of weight this offseason. Let me tell you. All right, real fast. I see where Mr. Bakes is going. Mike Evans is probably gone. I have a different opinion. I do. I think that's just a little bit of smoke coming out of the camp. If he returns, if that was the quote probably coming out of his agent's camp, if he's going to return, he's going to retire as a Buck. That's the way they want to do it. That's the way they set it up with Chris Godwin last season. I don't really see Mike Evans is not uplifting his entire livelihood right now to go play for another team where he has he's not gonna have a
Ravens.
He's not gonna have a better right. It's not like it's not increasing his chances any better than where he already has it.
What if the Rams came calling to him? Hey, come play with us for a year.
Why would the Rams want to do that?
Wide receiver 3. They're going all in. The Rams going all in to get Stafford the ring.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not offense. Then they should be concentrating more on defense to get him the ring, shouldn't they? They had the number one offense in the league last year.
But
Mike
they
Evans.
need a clear-cut wide receiver 3. That's
What happened to the 13 personnel?
We want all the personnels. We want 11, 12, 13, 21, 22, win it all.
That they ran out there all the time. That was to de facto wide receiver 2 and 3. I don't see it. Let's not forget it. The Rams want to be fast too, don't they? I don't see it. But look, I mean, if you want a wide receiver 3, I'm sure you could.
Well, that's why they went lemon.
Yeah, we just drafted one. We don't need any more wide receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see Mike Evans, Devontae Adams. Is this an old age home?
They retire in LA.
Out of the Raiders called Mike.
The Panthers are on the clock.
There's another easy pick right here. Another easy pick.
The Raiders call Mike to reunite with Spytek and Brady. Well, I mean, it would be somewhat of a reunion for sure.
That would be super random.
Yeah, all right. So you know what? War Chiefs. That this destination makes a lot more sense. Not really. I didn't even catch the Brady angle. It makes more sense
He
to.
wants to contend. He wants to. He'll go to a contender. Raiders aren't contending.
It's true. It's true. But what if he also
for a year or
wait,
two?
hold on a second. Hold on. Yes, he wants to contend, but it's not like he's never won one either. He has, so he does know what that's like. What if the Raiders give him more money than what the Bucks are willing to offer, and he takes the money to go help?
He's not. He's the kind of player that's money hungry though.
To go, you don't think? I don't think he is either. That's why I think he stays in Tampa. To be honest with you, but I would see if he's going to change. I would think that they would want him to come in to help, right? Weren't we talking about that before? That we want a veteran to help Fernando Mendoza, like I think that would make more sense. The Rams, I don't think they don't need him. And Matthew Stafford doesn't need that help. Okay, the Panthers are up. Who's it gonna be?
I'd say probably Kendrick Falk.
Ooh, I was going with Kenyon Sadiq here.
Who?
Ooh,
Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah,
Siddiqui.
but I think they're happy with Sanders, but I do like that pick though.
Which one? Where we going? We're going Falk or Sadiq? Mr. Biggs, you're the tiebreaker.
Let me see what else is going on here. Is it I think it might be too high for Siddiqui.
No,
Yeah,
it's not too high for Sadiq.
It's not too high for Sadiq.
It's not too high for Sadiq. But you broke the tie. Kendrick Falk. They need it because they do need edge rusher bad. I think they were last in the NFL.
I'm not mad at it either.
With sacks from the defense end. So they definitely need a guy there.
Certainly not mad at it. Jerry's on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry, pick 20 from Green Bay. Holy smokes.
Good Jordan Tyson.
Holy smokes.
If Jordan Tyson's there, I bet he goes Jordan Tyson.
No, I like the guy you just passed there. I liked oh man, who was that you just passed? Go back up.
Now, let's not.
Yeah, TJ Parker. I think they would take an edge rusher here.
So, War Chief, we've done a really good job at scheming the run. Now we need to scheme up the pass. Look, if we read Jerry's tea leaves accordingly, right? I mean, what have they been doing? What the hell have they been doing?
So Mr. Bakeslot, yeah, I'm going on the preface that the Cowboys are going to sign and trade Pickens because there's rumblings about that going on. So that's why I say Jordan Tyson right there. But yeah,
if he I know there's rumblings out there, but if you want to absolutely just give your fan base the middle finger, you go ahead and trade George Pickens.
Yeah, it's funny because
you go see how that works. Like I know. I guess I know there's rumors out there, but the Cowboys nation would absolutely revolt like if they traded George Pickens after that year that he had, especially only for a second round pick.
Yeah,
like,
and
that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
And CeeDee Lamb has came out and said, "I'll take. You could restructure my contract to help sign Pickens. He wants Pickens there too.
Yeah, I don't think he's going nowhere.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna stick with the line, right? Or do we want to give them something else? No, let's give them. Who we giving them?
TJ Parker.
TJ Parker. So now they can scheme up the edge. War Chief, that's what we need to do. All right, look who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. Let's find. Well, actually, it's a new operation. I don't want to slam them that bad.
They'll go Tyson. I think they go. Yeah,
they would. That's kind of something they would need for sure.
It's too early for Tyler Simpson.
I don't think it is.
He's falling, dude. He's falling.
Look, at this time last year,
you're higher on him than I am. I don't. He's not worth the first.
I know, and listen, and a lot of people are hard on Jackson Dart. This time last year, Jackson Dart was a 3rd round pick. This time last year was a 3rd round pick. Ty Simpson actually is in the 1st, 2nd round conversation.
Okay.
I don't think Mike lets Ty Simpson go past. Who else do they have?
They have Will Howard.
I don't know. I don't know if you can give a Ty Simpson for Will Howard.
I would at least give Will Howard a look because they liked him last year.
Howard. Again,
Yeah.
The only other option is if Aaron Rodgers signs back, then Jordan Tyson is the easy pick here.
And the only receiver is they have DK Metcalf. That's it. Rome Wilson hasn't really done shit.
Yeah,
Calvin Austin, you know,
Gadget.
and a bunch of Jags. That'd be the.
I think what it is. I think we're expecting. All right, let's expect Rodgers back. Let's expect DK Metcalf back under a different contract, I would think, but that's a different story. We expect this team to be a little bit more offensive, right? At least out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the pick kind of makes sense. We're just gonna leave it as is. I got to see more about Jordan Tyson. I need to study a little bit more on a lot of these players. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Jordan Tyson is nice. He's really, but he's had injury issues, so that's his biggest red flag.
Mm-hmm.
That's a flag.
That's a serious flag because I mean he's been like hurt majorly out of the 3 out of the 4 years that he's played.
Yeah.
Normally, I would think O-line for Rodgers. That makes a hell of a lot of sense as well.
They could go more Monroe Freeling from Georgia, right there too.
The Chargers, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think they'll pass up a wide receiver because Mike McCarthy's the coach now. They need weapons, and they can pick up an offensive tackle. And they can pick up guard in the 2nd and 3rd rounds, and it'll still be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chargers are on the clock. Not that everything you're saying doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. It's just a matter of, again, we need to I want to look at these things in layers, right? And I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Like, okay, like if Jordan Tyson's on the board, but yet they had a better interview with this guy, or they think that it's be more valuable to them to take an offensive line, yet then they could still get another wide receiver next round. Yes, is that the Steelers thing to do? Sure, that's the Steelers thing to do. But on the other hand, if they think that these 2 wide receivers are closely grouped together, and this one already has injury history, that's where we see the fall, the slip. Let's not forget all this is coming after the majority of free agency.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to do a bunch of these like we did last season. Pause. Herbert got sacked crazy last year.
Well, because he's missing their top 3 tackles.
Yeah.
A guard.
This is an absolute luxury pick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is another luxury pick drafting for depth. What do the Chargers want to do here? Where do they want to shore it up?
I think if this were how the board fell, I think they would trade back. Who I like for them right here is a guard from Oregon, Emmanuel Pregnon. Pregnon, and I think he might be even better than Vega.
P-R-E. There he is.
Goes over there, Emmanuel Pregnon.
Pregnon. All right. This is the guy that's gonna keep Herbert upright, baby.
Oh my gosh, this is what happened. This is what happened for the Eagles.
Saeed.
No, I don't think it's a deke here.
You don't think so?
I think Lane Johnson's replacement right here with the other Utah tackle falling this far.
Lamu.
Lomo.
That's the Eagles pick?
Absolutely, 1,000%.
Where is he? 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 There he is.
Right
There you
there.
go.
I like it. All right. I don't like that. We don't need that. Why is this like this?
You scroll past them.
Oh, I had him. It's just no, I have this nonsense. This nonsense. There we go. Now let's get back over here. There he is. There he is. Bakes goat. Okay. The Browns. Back to the Browns via Jacksonville. What are they doing? What is this sorry ass fucking team doing?
They should take the guy the Eagles don't take. I would take Caden Proctor.
Yeah.
So you get both of your tackles in one draft. That's
Yeah.
You have
a
to.
successful draft. To me, if you can do that, that is a successful draft for the Browns.
Here's why else, in my opinion. It's no guarantee that either one of them are successful. There's no guarantee, unfortunately, that they both hit. Maybe, right? Just maybe, if one of them doesn't, the other will. I would definitely stack. I would.
1,000%.
I may continue to stack if I was this team because they're not done. All right, the Bears.
The Bears go Emmanuel McNeil Warren, safety out Toledo.
I like it.
His
I like the conviction.
his comp is a little bit. They says a little bit like Emmanuel.
Where are we? Toledo,
There we go.
because his name starts with E. Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Toledo. Okay, look. Every once in a while, you get a Toledo out there, right? You get a Rutgers running back. You get a Toledo defender. You get these little, much smaller, right? Smaller schools, smaller programs. But you get a diamond in the rough, don't you? They're out there, like North Carolina A&T, like these very small programs. Where did Sunshine go?
He's talking about Simpson.
Okay, now the Bills, baby, Bills. The Bills aren't done shopping.
They go wide receiver.
They're not done. They're not done shopping after getting what's his face.
See,
Who the Bills? The
wide receiver, edge, linebacker, and DB. Would they go Hood, the other cornerback from Tennessee?
Denzel Boston. I think Denzel Boston's probably
yeah, because he's more outside. Because Casey Concepcion is more of a slot. So I would think I'd go Boston.
Yeah.
If it was me, and we're taking a look at our roster as constructed, and we've already signed Tyreek Hill to a 1-year prove-it deal at your age with your rehab and that's taking place, right? Yeah, that's going to take care of the field stretcher. We've got Khalil that's going to handle the slot and going to handle the short stuff, and then maybe, just maybe, Keon comes around. Where does that leave us? That leaves us with where would we want to back up the wide receiver position with what? I don't think it's Shakir and the slot. I think it would be one of the
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, to compete with Keon because Keon's not a for sure thing.
It would be competing with Keon. That's it right there. I want the same contested catch animal that Keon is supposed to be. And maybe still will be. I don't want to completely close the door on it, but who the fuck knows?
And here.
Oh, it's my Niners.
This is where I think Kittle gets his future replacement.
It's my Niners, baby. This is where what happens here?
I think it's where Sadiq might land.
Oh, this is where you think Siddiqui lands when they already got.
Mr. Bates is not lying. The owner he makes, Keon Coleman. The owner.
I don't know what the hell happened there. I really don't. The owner, the owner just spoke out of pocket if that makes sense. It really doesn't because he's the owner.
They might take KC, yeah. But KC he's a slot. That's where Shakir plays. But who knows with them, man?
I want a dog for the Niners. Mykal Williams, right? He's supposed to be fully healthy. He's supposed to be their starting D lineman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I want another one? Do I want Lee Hunter? Do I want another dog here for Fred? No, I don't know if I want another Fred. I don't think I need another Fred.
No,
I
you
want the
don't
best.
because the backup did a good job till he got hurt.
All of them did a good job with Bobby. All of them, right? They all overachieved well. All right, call it, Rhino. You call it. Give me the best player here. I want the best player. You know that's what Shanahan is going to do. He's going to draft the best player.
Kenyan Sadiq.
He's going to draft. He's going to draft the player that could throw touchdowns. That's not a quarterback. That's what he's going to do.
It's going to be Kenyan Sadiq.
If it's a pattern, it's going to be somebody who's not in the team in 3 years.
Yeah.
No, I think Kenyon Sadiq would be the best pick here.
Because
There's going to be no Kittle next year. I don't know why people think Kittle's playing next year. Like,
no.
he had an Achilles. It felt like 3 weeks ago.
Can this guy block?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why he's tied in one by a margin.
If he can't block in San
So
Fran, then
he can play inside and out, strong hands, athletic. He's good at route running and he can block. And he's a yak dude.
he needs to be able to block. All right. Just for the record, I do not believe that Kenyon Sadiq is going to be drafted by the 49ers, just for the record, but that's okay. All right, Texans. This is a big one. How about, you know what? I'm going to put this pick in. I'm putting the pick in. Here it is. Or how about this one? How about this one? Nussmeier? How do you spell Nussmeier?
He's not going in the first round.
Is this out of the question?
Yes.
Yes, I would say that's out of the question.
Totally. What about Ty Simpson? Totally out of the question. Just to sit
I
behind,
think so too.
sit behind him and Mills.
No.
No.
All right. So I don't.
They need offensive line. Offensive line. Period.
So let's give him another lineman. Let's give him another offensive lineman.
Monroe Freeling.
Yeah.
Sold. Look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. You want to take
With
another?
the 29th pick. The 29th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Rams select Brandon Cisse, cornerback from South Carolina.
All right. Now
Either him or Hood, probably.
Now you speak my language, because this guy probably is going to be available, correct? I mean, this guy's going to be available. I bet you Mekhi Lemon or another one of these wide receivers that they like will be there too. We don't want to reach. We never want to reach. Sadiq will win it in San Fran. All right, Bakes, man. Look, let me tell you something else. You know, again, looking at it a little bit more objectively, Kittle's A, he's injured, he's old. B, we do know how important the tight end position is on that team. So, yeah, you know what? It could very well be very, very good for fantasy. You know, no one really had no one had Emeka Egbuka going to Tampa Bay last season at this time. No one. And then everybody at first hated it. And then for the first 5-6 weeks, it looked like magic. It looked beautiful. So yeah, let's keep. You know what? I'm glad that you reminded me to keep that open mind. The Broncos are on the clock. Let's just say that they let John Franklin Myers take a walk.
This is a wild card pick right here.
I would hate to see it. But we might as well draft the next John Franklin. Who do you like better, Ohio State, McDonald, or the Hunter from Texas?
Ohio
Oh my
State.
God.
Kenny McDonald and Ohio State.
Yeah, either one of those two. I think Lee Hunter's a little more dynamic, but I wouldn't be mad if they picked McDonald. I wouldn't even be surprised they even looked at KC Concepcion either.
Yep.
All right, we got 2 more picks left. 2 more fucking picks, man. 2 more picks. So you guys, Omar Cooper still out there for Fernando Mendoza's wide receiver. There's some talent. There's some talent here. Casey Concepcion. You know, I like the name. Don't get me wrong. I like the
the
little
name.
quirk. I like the little quirk here. Casey Concepcion. I like that. It's just like, let's not allow the echo chamber to force our opinion. Let's not let the echo chamber shape our process on players. The smoke is just smoke. All right. Patriots. Okay, the Patriots are going to draft.
See if any more offensive tackles available.
Tackle,
Probably
yeah.
not. Probably no more offensive tackles available, unfortunately. Do
Right.
they?
Or guard.
Monroe Freeling's gone.
Just because they're not here, I mean, like, again, you never know if Vrabel likes a guy, he wants the offensive tackle, and this guy's hanging around. But I mean, if he's hanging around, it means that they could
Hey,
press
right
to
here.
get him.
Max. Do you remember seeing him on the Senior Bowl?
Nectar.
Jack?
Oh, Max, yes.
Yes.
Definitely, absolutely.
How do you look at this name? Max Hennichor. Is that it?
Yeah,
Henniker?
Henniker. We'll definitely get back to you on that one because that was a tough one.
Aheen Acker.
Yeah,
Max, I'm an anchor.
Yeah, listen, me and my friends call him Max. I'm gonna call him Max. That's it.
Yeah.
We call Max. All right, and it's the Hawks, baby. It's the Hawks. You know what the Hawks are doing.
They deserve nothing. I'm like it.
You know what the Hawks are doing for the Rhino. For the
I
Rhino.
care less.
Jadarian, baby, Jadarian. All right, that's a perfect segue, actually.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Perfect segue. The Seahawks are most likely not going to franchise tag Kenny Walker. That's a good thing, but it's also a smart thing. Okay. No, I mean, you know why it's a smart thing, right? Or do I need to explain why it's a smart? It's a smart thing because, like, look, it's doing 2 things. It's allowing Kenny to go out there and see what the market is, and as long as they have good communication, you are the Super Bowl MVP. Go out there and see what the market is. You know what the tag costs. You know what the average is. It's what, 14.2. All right. Let us know what some of your offers are. Allow us to either match it or to freaking bump it. And we'll give you a 4-year beauty, $17-18 million contract to be a Seattle Seahawk, 3 to 4 years. And here's the key: 3 to 4 years. How old is he right now?
25.
Is he? I thought he was a little younger, but he's probably turning 25 this year.
25.
So,
yeah, 25 next season.
If he stays in perfect shape, Skywalker Jedi shape, you'll get another contract in a few years. That's the move. That's what's going to happen. So by not tagging him, not alienating him, not putting it like a guaranteed assurance like that, go ahead. Look, and the communication's there, right? So, okay, let's say team A, team B comes back and, yeah, we're going to give you 19 mil for 5 years. 19 mil with 75% of it up front. Seahawks be like, God bless you. Go take it.
What?
God bless you, man. Thank you. They'll hug. Thank you.
gonna be interesting to see how their offense looks because they hired the Niners tight end coach to be the OC.
They want to look the same.
They want it to look the
You think
same,
they'll
and
look the same?
they think that this guy is coming in with like the same
Yeah.
principle.
Yeah, I mean, they want it to look the same. That's not saying it will look the same.
Yeah, I
But
don't
you
know
don't-
anything about him, so
You don't double dip in the same cup and not try to get the same thing twice.
yeah.
They're gonna
Because
give.
Kubiak is a Shanahan guy. He's not a McVay guy. He's a Shanahan guy. They want the same thing twice.
So that's the Kenny Sky. That's my take on Kenny Skywalker. I might be completely fucking wrong, and he's
No,
No, I
not.
think
absolutely
you're
agree
quite
with
dead on.
I mean, I think that's the way it's going to be played out. I think we all saw the public saw how it played out with Saquon Barkley, and I don't think the Seahawks are gonna they're not gonna do that, especially coming over the Super Bowl for crying out loud. All right, who else is out there? Mike Evans. Well, we touched up on Mike Evans. I mean, Mike Evans again. I personally. You've been playing this game for like 13 seasons. You're most likely in the Hall of Fame. You are a Super Bowl champion. No, you wouldn't. Why move to another city? Why chase a Super Bowl when you just have it right there in Tampa? Again, if he stays in Tampa, reduce snaps, but I think he's not going to get full workload anyway. There's no way this man stays healthy regardless.
He has two destinations: the Buccaneers or the Ravens. The Ravens
The
signed
Ravens.
every wide receiver past their prime.
Or
Yeah,
the Chiefs, Chiefs too.
It'll be potentially the Chiefs.
But again, anyone who, if he decides to go to another team, that team has to recognize Rhino, has to. He's due to miss 3-4 games each season right now. He's missed 4 games with that
He's being hammy.
same damn lame hammy. That's right. Hey, well, why should this season be any different? He's not getting younger. Who else is there? Anybody else we missed?
There's more.
I've never seen those two today.
Was there one more? I thought it was maybe one more, maybe not.
Well, I mean, it could be from anything from the weekend that we might have missed from yesterday. Nothing, right?
No, I saw that Jalen Waddle went to the when it said that he wanted to be next.
Yeah,
Be
that's the right move. That's the
Mhm.
right move. Sure. Oh, we can talk about today. Yeah, that's the right move. Sure. Now that you saw Bradley Chubb, and now that you saw Tyreek get cut, you're joining the chorus line.
Yeah.
That gives that a good personality. How about this? I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either.
I don't buy it. I don't buy that he made that comment. But okay, Tyreek. Now this one is freaking interesting.
Yeah, that's it. Tyreek Hill.
This one is for forget the fact that they're going to eat that money, and for why they're going to eat the money, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is now he's a free agent and he's still scheduled for a second surgery that's just coming to light.
Yeah.
Just
He's not
coming to
playing-
light.
He's not playing next year.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't go that far, Guthrie.
Come on, Scooby.
Why? I mean, good. Is LCL? Let's say he had surgery today on the LCL. He can't be ready by October 1st.
He tore his ACL and he pretty much blew out his knee. So coming back at 32 years old, I don't see it. And if he does, he's going to be a shell of himself.
All right, that's
You
different.
really going Tyreek Hill?
That's a different argument. That's a different argument.
But here's the thing about Tyreek Hill, okay? This is why I always thought that he would age gracefully.
He's kind of a freak.
Yeah, in his prime, he was faster than everybody by at least 10 yards. Now that he's getting older, it's probably going to be about 3 yards now.
His cat. It's caught up. Look. Are all of his marbles in the jar? Probably not. Probably
But,
not.
I mean, he'll have to go someplace where there's no state tax, because he's got 10 kids that he has to worry about too to pack up and take with him.
Well, I'm going to leave that there.
Him and Diggs and Patriot in New England talking about all their different baby mamas had all their names tattoos on their arms so they don't forget them.
I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, he probably now that it has been official that it's official that he needs a second surgery. Although no two are alike, I do see this kind of going the Odell Beckham path right now.
Yeah.
A guy who's been like a habitual, soft tissue injury person at this stage in the game. I don't see it wouldn't make too much sense for any team at this point to sign him to anything. They
1 year prove it deal.
There's no real guarantee assurance now.
Right.
I think it would be one thing if he was recovering from the original surgery, but the fact that he needs a second one, the Dolphins probably like, you know what? Close the door on that.
It very well could be where it's middle of the season, towards the end of the season, and he's ready. He's good to go. Then that's where a contender will take a flyer on him for the rest of the season.
Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at the fucking Tron goat, baby. The motherfucking goat. We just finished off a first round 2026 1.0 Tron goat, baby. There'll be plenty more. Well, not plenty more, but we should be able to get at least 4 or 5 in before the actual draft. We got, who do we take for Tron goats? The Titans. Who do we take for the Titans here? Yes, that's right. We got David Bailey. David Bailey's going home to Bobby Saleh. All right. That's Tyreek. We covered him. We covered Waddle. We covered Tua's. Now, if anything, Tua and Kyler Murray. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. So I made some bold predictions so far in this offseason. One bold prediction is Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Viking. Another bold prediction is the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl within 5 years. I have like 7 or 8 suitors. Mike Florio? Did Mike Florio say that he's got another surgery scheduled? Right? Originally I thought that too. Originally I said, yeah, he goes back to KC, the Bills. I think that as well. This guy's got to clean up his knee again. That's why I'm torn by this. I am. I kind of respect Mike Florio. I do. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I understand a 32-year-old that needs an LCL surgery. Anyway, my bold predictions: Giants, Rodgers. I'm making another one tonight. This is very short term, by the way, not a long term one. Kyler Murray is going to be a New York Jet.
I would hate that for him, but I can see it.
It's not. And it's not that bold either. But a few things have to line up the right way, just like anything else. But the Cardinals are going to have to cut him and eat all that. Not unprecedented, but they could do that. And then the Giants are going to have to sit down with this guy and be like, oh, look, man, we're not paying you this much. We're not paying you this amount. We'll pay you this amount for 2 years. Let's show it to us.
This is what I will say in reference to Kyler. Kyler has played for a dysfunctional franchise for 7-8 years now. That's why it makes perfect sense. Yeah, I know. Now it just makes me go, does he want to just go back into that same shit again? Like, if he does, that means he's playing for money, and there's nothing wrong with playing for money.
No,
listen, I will play football for $30 million a year. I ain't played football in 11 years. Right? So, but dude, if you want to succeed, then you can't be a New York Jet next year.
No one has ever accused him, or no one has ever sent a tweet out regarding how mature and professional this dude is. No, we know what Kyler Murray is. Someone who doesn't get into trouble, which is good, but at the same time, someone who's like, he's kind of like, I don't know, he's Peter Pan.
Yeah,
a very good Peter Pan is what he is. with injury history. But that's not really a bold, but I think he somehow finds his way to the Jets. Therefore, they don't have to draft a freaking quarterback this season. They could kind of like put together some sort of plan. Now we don't know what that plan is. We don't. No one knows what this plan is.
Actually, I like that because I think did I hear they had three number ones next year? Oh, they go that and next year's quarterback market. Ooh,
See, again, we're all most of the market here, and some of the the chatter, if you will, is what we think. But in addition to that is also the recognition that we don't know. Nobody like they are quiet. They are keeping it silent over there on purpose right now. So we have to we got to kind of pick up some breadcrumbs along the way every once in a while. And I'm gonna make the call. Kyler Murray. Not that there's much going on regarding it anyway. All right. Anything else? Rhinoceros.
We'll be back Thursday with the boys in the Devi Dojo.
Yeah, we got a special
combine. We got special guests Thursday. They're fired too. Thursday for the combine preview show. So make sure you join us Thursday at special start time, 10 Eastern.
War Chief, there was just some fire in here, War Chief. There's some fire. I don't know about all these wide receivers, War Chief. They're all like pretty girls at the prom. I'm not sure which one really turns out to be an outstanding citizen.
I see Rhino over there. I see him. He has a suit on, right? He has his little corsage going on. He's looking at this girl over there. He's waving at her.
I heard.
And she's over there dancing to herself. And he walks up to her, and she goes, "Hi, my name's Makai."
And I say, "How you doing?"
He's like, "Hey, my name's Rhino. Nice to meet you."
Would you like to dance?
He's like to dance.
Would you like to dance? Speaking of suits, I have it on good authority that somebody else has a brand new suit. You can tell me about that some other time.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, dude. I didn't pick it up today.
I love
I didn't pick it up.
I love that shit.
So you're dripping with the fire, right?
We'll be back on Thursday, goats. Appreciate y'all.
Be the difference, make a difference. Stay blessed, everybody. See you Thursday.